There's the wall I'm starting out with. I'm going to have one cabinet 4 foot, two cabinets 3 foot each, and another one 4 foot at 1.5 inch higher in the middle and 2 inches deeper in the middle. So these will sit lower on the outside. So I built the 4 cabinets, I'll install those today. Here are my 2 middle cabinets. And there's my middle line. Base is gone. Install cabinets. So these 2 middle ones are mounted and screwed to each other. And now I have to mount the outsides. Put a little piece of 1/2 inch trim there. And I have a 2 inch style here. Everything else is 1.5 inches. So the door can open and not hit this. And I have that on the other side too. So I'll mount these now. Check it out, everything's installed here. So I will now go to the store, pick up the white oak so I can start building 3 countertops. Back at the house, and I have my oak picked up. There it is. I got 3 8-footers, 3 10-footers. I gotta put these bitches together today. So I got my boards laid out here. This one will be the 2 4-foot, and this one will be the 6-foot. So I got them all marked. I gotta biscuit them and then glue them up and clamp them. And then sand the hell out of them. All clamped up, glued up. I'll just have to wipe that glue real quick, and then that one is done, and then we gotta do this one. We've got both glued and clamped. Very super exciting stuff. So I'll let this dry for a day. Not even a day. I'll get to it tomorrow morning. Start sanding with 80. Fun stuff. So I got the glue scraped off. I mean, not all of it, just the big bugs. So I'm gonna start sanding with a 80 grit. Super gritty. These are sanded. They look great, beautiful, awesome. So I'm gonna square them up now with the track saw. Just get them not perfectly cut, but rough cut, so I can cut them on site after I measure. Back at the job site, I have these rough cut. So now I took measurements and I have to cut them to fit the space. So I'll do that now with my trusty saw. Trusty saw. Left topped with the electric stubbed through. And then the right topped with the electric stubbed through. Piece of cake. Low voltage wiring, middle of where the shelves will be. The shelves will be hollow, so mount the shelves, drill a hole, and then pull the wires through. So I got my countertops cut and fit in. So now I have to stain, and it is a two-part. I had to match that, and that's what I came up with. Pretty close. That's a two-part, first stain, and then second part's a gel stain. Super fun. I'll get started on that. That's one. Now I'll do the other two. First coat of stain is done. So I'll let this sit for about an hour, and then I'll put that second coat on. Back at work today, the stain is dry and I'm going to poly. I only polyed these two. These are first coated. Don't they look just glorious? And I am using a Old Masters satin. Too much gloss for me for a satin, but I like it. Put it on the foam roller and brush it. When I'm all finished with the whole job, sandpaper lightly, and then do a final when I'm all finished with the whole job, because I'm sure something will get damaged a little bit during the building process. So I'm going to do that base. It's a 1x6. Just go that and go all the way around it. But I have to mount 3/4 inch blocks to there because the base will sit on the face of that. So I'll do that. So that's all up. Now I have to fill it, sand it, and then put shoe to match that. But that is done. Looks magnifique. Yeah. Toe pick. Coping. Old school. We'll coat that in right there. That looks real nice. And then we'll shoe the rest of this piece. Super fun. Surely that looks good. Nice. Now I will glue the tops on. Hell yeah. Before I install here, I'm just going to brag about my staining skills here. Pretty close. Nice. Perfect fit. That should be flush with that. So that one sits over just a little bit. Yeah. This thing's heavy. Fuck. Milk was a bad choice. Yeah, that weighed about 750,000 pounds. Oh, they are installed though. Glued, screwed. I just use 90-degree angle brackets like that and glue. That's it. And they are installed. Cool. That's it for today. Doors are on. Looks so nice. What do you think? I know it looks good. I know it looks nice. I've got to patch these. Good enough. For wallpaper, that'll all get skim coated anyway, because it's roughage. So I'm gonna build these verticals here that'll be shiplapped and have floating shelves in between, not floating, but shelves in between. So I'll mount these 2x4s with these in between so I know that they're square to each other. And then that piece of shiplap in between there, because that's gonna be shiplap. And I'll mount those, screw those directly to the countertop, which I hate doing, but you gotta do it. Do that to every side, and then build up. Got all these mounted so the tops are all even with this laser, so it should be perfectly level. Glued and screwed into the wall. All built. Now I basically just put a 2x4 roof on there that I could attach plywood to and trim. And then shiplap these. And that's it. Then paint. That piece is up, that piece is up. I gotta do the middle piece here, and then I can start shiplapping these. And the shiplap will just go to the top of that. And then I'll put 1x4 across the top with a piece of crown. Shiplap, shiplap, time. I got a shitload of shiplap to cut now and install. It's gonna be fun. one. Oh boy. Now I only have to do that about 500 times. And then that will be wrapped up. The blue has been painted. My brother does that, so I don't video it. But yeah, I have an outsourced. I don't want to paint that. I have to paint this. Welcome back to Tuesday. So pretty much all I got done yesterday was from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 rows. And I'm thinking, why is that only what I got done? But then I'm adding up the cuts, and there's 26 cuts per layer. Some are more. Some you have to measure twice, cut 4 times. So this is taking a while. Real nice. This is from Lowe's. This shit's from Home Depot. This was warped. This is very straight. So go to Lowe's for your shiplap. So I'm putting a 1x4 at the top of that, and then crown about 1 inch up from that line right there. So I cut these pieces to where this was 1/8 inch lower than that. So that's cut, that's cut. So I should, in theory, just be able to set this 1x4 right on top of there, and it should nail in and then stay, hopefully, because I'm by myself. So let's watch that happen. That looks nice. And then I'll just cement it right there. Fill that in. Put the crown on. Next piece, last piece. Fun piece. That's real nice. So we're back next day, and I gotta put this crown up, so I thought about it all night, and I thought put a clamp there, and that will hold that one end of the crown. So we'll try that now. Yeah, that's perfect. Nice. That's the crown up. Now I have to fill holes and caulk. You don't want to watch me do that, do you? Like, seriously? Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the show. Next day, and all my putty dry, obviously. So now I have to sand everything and then caulk everything. So it's the sand and caulk day. Looking real spiffy. Wow, cool, look at it. Sanded. Now I just gotta caulk. And then tomorrow, painter comes and sprays. Real nice. Hey, check it out. We're caulked, sanded, all caulked, ready for paint. Tomorrow, paint. Today was super fun. Looks great though. Yeah, paint tomorrow. We're doing the same color as the above cabinets. We did blue, the island, to match that. So it'll match the kitchen. Cool. See you later. Check it out, painter's here. He's doing his thing. He's gonna make it gray. I won't get video of that, sorry. That's his company. If you're in Florida, that's it. Welcome back on a nice little Monday. We're all painted. Looks fantastic. We used a paint called Ceralac in a 10 sheen here. Turned out real nice. It's not a trim paint, it's a cabinet paint, so it's really durable. Same paint as that. So now I'll start making the oak shelves. I'll be binder folding them. I have all the material ripped down. I'll be making them 2 inches thick with a 1/2 inch hollow space in the middle to allow for the wiring to be inside. So everything's cut out of 45. We'll miter fold it, get it glued up, nailed, and then tomorrow we'll give it 24 hours to dry, and then tomorrow we will fill all the holes and the corners with putty. Allow that to dry and then stain them. So let's do that shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 shelves done. Let these dry for a day, then fill them tomorrow, sand them, stain them, poly them, install them. Back at the job site, got these white oak shelves here. We have this corner here I gotta fill, nail holes gotta fill. I use this stuff, it's stainable. And we're staining these a dark color too, so it shouldn't show. So I sand it with the 220 as I fill, because I don't want this fill to dry, especially in oak. It's hard to get out of the cracks or the grain once it's dry. So I will start filling and sanding. You see the difference here, that's unfilled, and then sanded and filled. So I'll do that to all the shelves. We got 6 plus 4 little ones. Do that and then let it dry, and then we gotta stain them. So the shelves are vacuum sanded. So now I have to stain. And this is a 2-part stain. First one, that, second one, this to match whatever they got going on. So I'm gonna do the first coat now on the shelves. Look at that, first coat of stain, done on one board or one shelf. So now I'll do the rest of them. And then we'll let it dry for a little bit, and then we'll second coat it with the gel to make it more gray. So the wallpaper just finished up. That looks real nice. Then yeah, those shelves are gonna go right there with nickel hardware puck lights. Very cool. Stain's dry. This is next day. I've got the poly ready. I'm gonna start polying these. I have to put up the supports for the shelves. So just made 2 little pieces for a jig. And then I'll just nail this directly to the shiplap. Yeah, 10, that's nice, perfect. I wonder if I should glue that. I'm gonna glue it. Laser says real nice. All right, I'll do it to the other side. Laser's going to it, gotta hurry. Spidey sense. I should have been a neighborhood Spider-Man. So I have all the brackets. I don't know about brackets, but slides? What do you call them? They're all attached. Laser says perfect. So now I have to cut the shelves down, and they will fit obviously from there to there, and they should be tight. I'll have to cut them tight. And then this will fit inside the hollow spot. 5 more. Got all the shelves cut. Not installed yet because the electrician wants them loose. So he can just pull them out so we can drill the holes for the pucks. But that's what they'll look like. Real nice. These are left pulled out because these are a little bit tighter. So next step, I gotta cut shelves to the bottom, so I'll make them adjustable. So I gotta get the jig out and drill holes in there and there and there and there. Then cut the shelves, but almost there. I'm making shelves now, adjustable shelves. So I cut the plywood to fit and then edge band it. Everything is touched up, cleaned up, wiped down. We got sharp edges. Real sharp. Sharp, sharp, sharp. And these get electric next week. And then we're done. Hell yeah. Hello. So we are completely done with this thing. Electrician came yesterday. We got the puck lights installed. They are flush mount. No wiring. We have the switch right there, mounted to the side. We're a -1 door handle, but I got the holes drilled. So when it comes in, it's easy install. And this thing's wrapped up. Cool. On to the next one.